Men, how do you find yourself feeling when it comes to, well, let's have a chat right now about that.
About what, Jesse? About the subtle irritations that come up within your day. And do they come up because you really haven't taken time for yourself in the morning, or do they come up because there's something happening behind the scenes? So what this 30-day outlook has helped me with is really helped me with some interesting skills, and I'm going to get into what that means. Hi, I'm Jesse. This is the Valiant Lifestyle, and this is my channel, and I devote my energy towards empowering you, man. And what I landed at today, this morning, when I found myself irritated with something that my kids were doing, what I was able to reflect back on that with was something that occurred in my childhood. Now, I'll get a little bit more granular. There was something of which one of my daughters had. So my daughter had a possession of something else from my other daughter. And what happened with that was there was some irritation, there was some mix up on whose item was what. Now, what that did for me was it made me irritated because I really wanted to know why, after I had clearly put name tags on one of these items, why there was no longer name tags and why we couldn't figure out whose was what. Now you might say, Jesse, that's pretty subtle and mundane. What the heck? Get over it. Yeah, you're right. But I didn't, and I wasn't able to until I landed on this. When I was a kid, I used to steal my brother's items, and I would change them and alter them in a way where he wouldn't be able to recognize, nor would my parents, that it was originally my brother's, and therefore it became mine. Now I did that because I couldn't I couldn't find some of my things, or I couldn't see to know where they were. So I would panic, and the first thing that I would know how to do was just take that of my brother's. That wasn't right. That was wrong. So that came up for me. As much as I was irritated, it came up for me to see that I had not managed this. So what I did with this was that I allowed this to be, and I'm able to see that this is something that I can let go. I can let this go. Now, here's the other thing that I've afforded myself to do when I let that go. I've taken the pressure off this because A, it's not a big deal. B, my kids are going to be okay. 3, we're going to talk about it a little bit tonight, but we're going to do it in a subtle way where I'm going to be able to give my daughter, my eldest, confidence to know that she's not going to be in any trouble, that she can just talk about this with me, with my wife, and it's going to be okay. And I want to empower her to feel like she can feel safe and she can feel trusted to be able to do that, to feel confident to be able to do that, rather than hide this. So, and you know what? Who knows? For all intents and purposes, if this is really what it was too. I could be just telling myself a story. Either way, I want to still have the conversation with my kids about this because I feel like it would be a really nice lesson for them to know that this has happened to me before and I did this, and that this stuff comes up for me too. And I think it's wise to be honest with your kids. We don't have to tell them every friggin' detail, but I really want to focus on honesty when it comes to things like this, when we feel things too. Because then they have something to relate to. They can feel us. We don't think they can, but they can. They're very good. They're kids. Kids are pure. And they come into this life, and as adults, we muck them up a bit. Now, do we do that? Or do we just give them really enhanced skills on how they can deal with certain things for other people? That's another topic for another time, I think. But for today, I want to leave you with this. What has become an irritation for you in your life, and where can you draw a connection to your childhood and know that that was what it was in your childhood that has come up as unhealed, whatever it was, feelings, emotions, thoughts. There you have it. And if you're really sitting with this and you don't know how to approach it, and you want somebody like myself to do that, head to thevaliantlifestyle.com and book your 30-minute complimentary call with me. And we can hammer out all of what that looks like for you. Maybe you just want to feel heard. Let's do that too. And on that note, I want to thank you. Let's do this.